For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So, in a historic step, Nancy Pelosi, the chair of the Speaker, of the House of Representatives, actually made an announcement, and she actually instructed the chairs of House committees to begin drafting articles of impeachment. So what this does, this actually sets forth a vote by the House of Representatives on going through with the impeachment that could happen before the holidays. Now, also, what the House Judiciary Committee is going to do, they're actually going to convene on Monday that will and basically allow lawyers to present evidence that go for the impeachment inquiry, which all revolves around whether Trump actually withholding military aid, like upwards of $390 million from Ukraine, in order to pressure them to open up an investigation against Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden, who sits on an energy company called Burisma. Sits on the board of that company up there in Ukraine. Green War graduate. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So the Wall Street Journal is actually reporting that the United States and the Pentagon, they're actually trying to decide whether they're going to send 14,000 more troops out to the Middle East. Now, this comes as the United States is basically saying that Iran has transferred short-range missiles over to Iraq. And as I've told y'all before, the U.S. actually has soldiers over there in Iraq. I mean, obviously stemming from 2011, but also even more so having been transferred from northern Syria after President Trump made way for Turkey to come in and basically, fuck shit up in northern Syria against the Syrian Kurds. So, and Trump said he was going to transfer some of these troops to Iraq. So, Green War graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So the world's most profitable company, state-run oil giant Saudi Aramco, run by Saudi Arabia, they actually went public and raised a record $25.6 billion off their initial public offering, or IPO. I don't know what I'm saying to it, what sounds more familiar or not, but basically their initial stock price. Now, $25.6 billion, that's huge. And on Monday, their company will actually be valued at $1.7 trillion. Like the world's most profitable company, and now like the highest valued company that's actually listed for public stock. Green War graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. Make sure y'all sign that petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in the video description. If you're watching this on YouTube, or go straight to my Instagram page bio, GradyGrant716. You'll see the link there. Click on it and it lays out exactly why it should be moved off that motherfucking platform. Like, let's get to it. You know what I mean? Spread misinformation, putting us, U.S. troops, and people abroad in danger. Like, it's violating Twitter policies. It's gotta stop. So, in other news though, over 140,000 people globally died from measles last year. Now, if y'all remember earlier this year, there was a huge measles outbreak. They even declared an emergency in New York City. But 140,000 people from this preventable disease, mostly a big majority of them were under the age of 5. And this comes as over in the Pacific island of Samoa, there was actually a anti-vacciner that was actually arrested amid a measles outbreak over there that bodied 60 people. You know what I mean? Stay woke. Green War and graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So on Wednesday, a boat that was actually carrying 150 refugees leaving off the coast of Mauritania, the West African nation. It was in the Atlantic Ocean, and it was headed out for Spain's Canary Islands. It actually ran out of fuel, and then it capsized. It ended up being 62 people who died in this quest. So, I've been telling y'all all year about a lot of people, ending up deceased and trying to get from Africa to Europe, and this is yet another scenario. Green War and graduation. This immigration shit is real. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. Back in May, I told y'all about Carlos Gregorio Hernandez Vasquez. This is a 16-year-old indigenous Guatemalan who was actually detained in a Texas Border Patrol center, and he was actually found dead, lying in a pool of blood. Now, ProPublica actually has released footage showing the last hours of the kid's death, which shows that Customs and Border Protection lied about how they found his body. Now, keep in mind that he was diagnosed by a nurse with a 103-degree fever and have recommended that he be sent to the hospital. Instead, they put him in like this cold cement holding cell, you know what I'm saying? And he was found dead by his cellmate. But it also shows the report that ProPublica put out also says that the CBP agent that was supposed to check on him checked on him 3 times and just let him die. Like, they didn't report anything alarming and all of that. So shit is crazy. Green Wall and graduation. For the other New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. Make sure you sign that petition, y'all. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube, or in my Instagram bio for Grady Grant 716. It lays out exactly why you should be removed from that platform. Also, check out my mixtape too that just dropped. Still I Grind, the IG mixtape. The first Instagram mixtape ever. You see anybody else doing it, they bite and go to @still_I_grind. And you know what I mean, support your boy. Now check this out. Over in France, they actually today are planning the second national strike going on against Emmanuel Macron, the president over there, his proposed pension plan. Now yesterday, over 800,000 people had actually took to the streets marching against this. You know, so they're shutting down like transportation, you know, airports and all of that shit. Like, they shut a lot of shit down. You know what I mean? So, you know, second day of that, we'll see what happens. Green Wall and graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck is going on for this Black Fox News Report. So Uber actually reported over 3,000 cases of sex assault in 2018. Now Uber is a global phenomenon. So you know that's spread across the world. That's still a lot though. You know, you would expect there to be none. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple because people are fucking nuts, but to be over 3,000 is crazy. And we're talking about a company that's been constantly criticized about not caring about, you know, the safety of their passengers or their drivers. You know what I mean? Now, over in London, they actually, you have regulators that actually refuse to renew their license to operate in the city, citing several breaches of basically safety issues and shit like that for the passengers or whatever. But they're still allowed. Uber's still going to operate out there while they appeal that decision. So we'll see what happens. So, but this is a company that's publicly traded, y'all. Over 3,000 cases of sex assault. Green Wall and graduation. For the other New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So the Guardian revealed that there's actually this mysterious Israeli Facebook group that's leading these right-wing campaign attacks against Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar, the first 2 Muslim congresswomen in the United States of America. Now, Rashida Tlaib being from Michigan and Ilhan Omar being from Minnesota. Now, they're going to be representatives of there. Now, this group is actually, targeting them by like campaigning against them to spread like misinformation and Islamophobic attacks against the Democratic women. And they've like already been subject to a lot of that and having been in their position. I mean, including racist insults from Donald Trump himself, the president, as well as like other like Islamophobic attacks from like Trump supporters and political opponents. Green Wall and graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News Report. So the NYPD in Brooklyn, Transit District 34, is actually being sued by Sergeant Edwin Brayman, former cop Pierre Maximilian, and 2 other officers, basically for discrimination because they would force them to specifically arrest blacks and Latinos. Maximilian actually said, and it says in his testimony that Jewish, whites, and Asians were considered like soft targets, and they weren't to be like cuffed at all. Whereas like the blacks and Latinos, they were actually encouraged or told to do that, and were giving rewards in exchange for that. You know what I mean? Targeting blacks and Latinos. Now we know under Bloomberg how to stop and frisk shit, how that was going on, and how statistically that shows that that is not the way to stop crime. You know what I mean? There's no correlation between arresting more just random blacks and Latinos and actually getting guns off the street or whatever. So it's all bullshit. But that's what happened. Green Wall and graduation. What up, the New World Order? Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Make sure y'all sign that petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGrant716. You'll see the link at the top. Or you can check out the, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can check it out in the video description. Lays out exactly why you should be removed from the platform, violating Twitter policies, spreading misinformation, putting people in danger, like just from behind the tweet. Like, we can't have that, y'all. We really can't have that. Now check this out. Despite receiving 140,000 letters of disapproval for this change, the Trump administration has gone ahead and approved the request change by the Agricultural Department that basically ends this food stamp program, or Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, SNAP, for 700,000 people. So, you know, about 700,000 people. So that's what's happening to your food stamps if you've been affected. Green Wall and graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, this is the school that Michael Jordan went to, you know what I'm saying? Right, where he got his name at. They actually are facing student and faculty protests real heavy, like, due to the fact that they were caught giving $2.5 million to a neo-Confederate Confederate group, neo-conservative group on their campus, basically aimed at preserving preserving and displaying the statue known as Silent Sam. Silent Sam is a Confederate soldier or whatever. But this statue was actually toppled by anti-racist protesters last year, and you know, $2.5 million to secretly give this to a neoconservative group on campus, just to preserve that statue, raises a lot of concerns. You know what I mean? People are accusing them of funding like neo-fascist groups. So that's where it's at, though. Green Wall and graduation. This report of the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Omoyele Sowore. This is somebody I've reported on in the past. This is a Nigerian American, and he's actually a former presidential candidate out there in Nigeria. He's the starter of the banner Revolution Now. That was you know, obviously troubling a lot of people in the establishment over there in Nigeria. He's also the founder of Sahara Reporters, a New York-based news outlet. But he's been jailed for his, you know, sharing revolutionary thoughts, basically, or whatever. But he's been jailed for months. And the last time I reported on him a few weeks ago, it was actually a concern that he might have been killed because he had been jailed for so long and people haven't spoken to him since August. Well, he was actually released from jail after being in there for like 4 months, and then rearrested, him and his colleagues. So they really not playing with him, man. Keep Sowore in your prayers. You know what I'm saying? Green Wall and graduation.